Check this out.
On my first midnight shift, they gave me 6 rules and told me not to ask why. I followed every one of them until the printer woke up by itself. Rule number 7 said, if you see yourself outside the lobby doors, do not let him in. When I looked up, he was already there, smiling through the rain. Then the office door opened behind me. By morning, only one of us was sitting at that desk.
The entire horror film you just watched was created with AI. The animation, the voiceover, and the complete production process were all made using free AI tools. Channels like Mr. K and Mr. Dread are already using this 2D animation style to tell horror stories, and some of their videos are pulling in millions of views. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the complete process step by step. I'll give you the prompt, show you how to generate the visuals, animate every scene, create the voiceover, edit the final video, and explain how you can build and monetize this niche without paying for expensive tools. Now, let's get started. All right, so the first thing you're going to need for this workflow is a chatbot. For this tutorial, I'm going to use ChatGPT because it is completely free for generating text. Open your chatbot and then get access to the Google Doc I created specifically for this workflow. It contains my 2D horror story animation generator. This prompt is extremely powerful because I put a lot of work into building and testing it. I made sure every part works exactly as it should. Once you open the Google Doc, scroll down and copy the entire prompt just as I'm doing here. You can select it however you prefer, but make sure you copy every part of it. After copying the prompt, return to ChatGPT and paste it into the chat. Give it a moment to format everything properly, and then click Send. ChatGPT will analyze the prompt and automatically begin the workflow. You should receive a response saying that the horror story generator is ready. It will then generate 10 different horror video ideas. As you can see, the ideas are numbered from 1 to 10. Some examples include The Last Passenger, Rule number 7, Don't Answer Twice, The Door Upstairs, Someone Came Home, and several other horror concepts. For this tutorial, I'm going to select The Last Passenger, so I'll type the number 1 and click Send. When you have already used the ideas it gives you, simply type More, and it will generate a completely fresh list. The next question asks whether you already have a character or art style you want to use for your horror story. When you have a reference image, select Yes and upload it. The system will create your script and prompts based on that reference, helping you maintain the same characters and visual style throughout the video. When you don't have a reference image, select No. The system will generate a detailed prompt that you can use to create one. For this tutorial, I'm going to select No so that it generates everything for us. Once I send that answer, ChatGPT will begin creating the character and art style reference prompt. This image will serve as the visual reference for the entire workflow and lock in the art style. The prompt is extremely detailed. It describes every character by name, their appearance, the background, the environment, and the overall visual direction of the story. Copy the complete reference prompt carefully. After copying it, open your preferred image generator. For this tutorial, I'm going to use Google Flow. Inside Google Flow, click New Project. Google Flow provides free daily credits that you can use to generate images and videos. You may also use a second Google account when you need additional credits. Once the project opens, go to the Settings section and switch to Image Mode. Because we're creating long-form content, set the aspect ratio to 16:9. For the output, you can select one image, but I recommend selecting 2 so that you have different variations to choose from. For the image model, I'm going to select Nano Banana 2. Paste the reference image prompt you copied from ChatGPT, and then click Generate. The generation process normally takes only a few seconds, so wait for the results to appear. After a few seconds, our 2 reference images are ready. As you can see, both images contain the main characters. We have Marcos Reed, the night bus driver, and the silent woman, the mysterious passenger. The 2 outputs look very similar because the prompt contains detailed character descriptions. You only need to select one image to use as your main reference. I prefer the first one because it contains more detail and the characters are slightly brighter. To remove the image you don't need, click the 3 dots and select Move to Trash. Once you have selected your reference image, return to ChatGPT. At the bottom of the response, it will ask you to type Done when the reference image is ready. Type Done and click Send. The system will then ask how long you want the video to be. For this tutorial, I'm going to create a 30-second video because I only need a short example to demonstrate the complete workflow. The system provides several length options. A 30-second video contains approximately 5 or 6 scenes. A 60-second video may contain around 10 to 12 scenes, while a 90-second video may contain around 15 to 18 scenes. Your choice depends on how long you want the final story to be. For this tutorial, 30 seconds is enough to show you everything you need to know about this niche. And trust me, this type of horror content can perform extremely well. Stay until the end because I'll show you how to get the complete prompt for free. You can also join my free Telegram community to access more of my prompts. The link is in the description. After a few seconds, ChatGPT generates the complete output. The response includes the full story, the character breakdown, the behavior of Marcos, the actions of the mysterious passenger, and the master visual style. For this project, the master style uses a dark, early 2000s 2D horror animation aesthetic. The system also provides everything else we need to create the video, including the image prompts, animation prompts, scene durations, and voiceover script. Scroll down until you reach Scene 1. Copy only the first image generation prompt. Do not copy the animation prompt yet. Return to Google Flow and paste the image prompt into the generation box. Open the settings and change the output to 1. Make sure the aspect ratio is still set to 16:9. Next, drag your character reference image into the timeline. This tells the generator to maintain the same character designs and art style. Once the reference is attached, click Generate. After a few seconds, our first scene is ready. As you can see, we have Marcos inside the bus, with the dark hallway behind him. The environment looks rainy and atmospheric, which matches the horror story perfectly. The next step is to animate the image. Drag the generated image into the timeline and switch from image mode to video mode. Make sure ingredients is selected instead of frames. Set the output to 1, keep the aspect ratio at 16:9, and select OmniFlash as the video model. Return to ChatGPT and check the recommended duration for the scene. In this case, the scene should last 6 seconds, so I'll select 6 seconds inside Google Flow. Now copy the animation prompt for Scene 1. Make sure you select the entire prompt so that you don't miss any important camera movement, character action, or environmental detail. Return to Google Flow, paste the animation prompt into the box, and click Generate. After a few seconds, our first animated scene is ready. Let's play it and review the result. That looks extremely clean. The camera angle changes smoothly, the environment moves naturally, and the animation maintains the visual style of the reference image. We have now successfully generated and animated our first scene. The next step is to repeat the same process for the remaining scenes. Return to ChatGPT and copy the second image generation prompt. Go back to Google Flow, paste the prompt, attach your character reference image, and generate the scene. You can also use a faster method where you place the reference image directly into video mode and use the scene prompt to create the animation without first generating a separate still image. This method saves time, although the output may sometimes look slightly more three-dimensional than the original 2D reference. Both methods work, so you can choose the one that gives you the best result. I'm now going to repeat the process for the remaining prompts. Copy the third image prompt, return to Google Flow, attach the reference image, paste the prompt, and generate it. Then repeat the process with the fourth prompt. Finally, copy the last image prompt and generate the final scene. This particular 30-second story contains 5 scenes in total. I'm going to speed up this part so that you don't have to watch the same process repeatedly. Now the remaining outputs are ready, so let's review them. In this scene, the mysterious woman walks towards the back of the bus. Marcos notices her through the rearview mirror and becomes visibly disturbed by her strange appearance. In the next scene, the woman appears to be outside the bus, which is already unsettling.
But I just saw you!
But this final scene is even more disturbing. Marcos can see the woman outside the bus while her reflection appears to be inside, even though no one is physically there. That is genuinely creepy. Now that all the scenes are ready, download each video individually. Click the download option on the first scene, then repeat the process for the second, third, fourth, and fifth scenes. Once you finish, all your video footage will be saved and ready for editing. Before we begin editing, we need to generate the voiceover. Return to ChatGPT and copy the complete voiceover script provided by the generator. For this tutorial, I'm going to use Noise AI, which offers a free voice generation option. Open Noise AI and sign into your account. Once you're logged in, you should see the voice generation interface. Paste the voiceover script into the text box. Next, open the voice selection menu and choose any voice that suits the mood of your story. There are several options available, but the voice I prefer for horror narration is called the Observer, Jasper. Select the voice and click Speak Now. The platform will begin generating the narration immediately. Let's listen to the result.
It was my last route of the night, and the bus was empty, until one woman got on at a stop where no one should have been waiting.
That sounds really good. The voice has a calm, mysterious tone that works perfectly for this type of horror story. Download the completed voiceover so that we can add it to the video. Now that we have downloaded all the video clips and the voiceover, open CapCut. Create a new project and click Import. Import every video clip you generated, along with the voiceover file. Make sure the clips are organized in the correct order. This will make the editing process much easier. Drag the first clip onto the timeline, followed by the second, third, fourth, and fifth clips. Once everything is arranged correctly, remove any unnecessary or repeated sections from the beginning and end of each clip. Next, drag the voiceover onto the audio track. Align the video clips with the narration. You can slightly speed up or slow down individual clips so that the visuals match the voiceover perfectly. This saves you from having to regenerate the scenes. Once everything is properly aligned, you can add background music or horror sound effects to improve the atmosphere. This step is optional, but subtle background audio can make the final story feel much more immersive. When everything looks and sounds good, click Export. Select your preferred resolution and export the completed video. And just like that, your 2D animated horror story is ready. The workflow doesn't only generate the story and animation prompts. At the end, it can also generate a complete thumbnail prompt, video description, and title ideas. When the system asks whether you want these additional materials, select Yes. After a few seconds, it will provide a detailed thumbnail prompt. It will also generate a ready-to-use description and several title ideas. Some examples include, The Last Passenger. She boarded the bus twice. I checked the security monitor, and she was still outside. Copy the thumbnail prompt and return to Google Flow. Switch back to image mode, set the output to 2 so that you receive different thumbnail variations, and paste the prompt. Click Generate. After a few seconds, our thumbnails are ready. The first thumbnail looks good, but I prefer the second one because the characters are more zoomed in, and the horror element is easier to understand. Download the thumbnail you prefer. Then copy the generated description, select one of the title ideas, and upload your completed video. And that is the complete workflow. To get the master prompt used in this tutorial, leave a comment saying, Mark AI Guy, and I'll send it to you for free. Remember, Mark AI Guy. I'll see you in the next video.
It was my last route of the night, and the bus was empty, until one woman got on at a stop where no one should have been waiting. She never spoke. She just walked past me. A second later, I checked the monitor and saw her already sitting at the back. At the next stop, she was outside again, waiting to board. When I looked behind me, the aisle was empty, but the monitor showed her standing right over my shoulder.